I'm Kira, social media manager here at Parent Pate Group, and welcome back to another Product Expert Deep Dive. Today, I'm joined by Alex, Head of Product for SIMS Next Gen, and we're going to be getting into what's new, what's changing, and how SIMS is evolving. Hey, Alex, I'm really excited to hear what's new with SIMS. So, what's changed recently with SIMS? What should schools be most excited about?
So I think two of the areas which I'm really excited about, which we've kind of delivered but continue to make improvements on. First of which is around reporting, where we've got a brand new reporting suite. And that's really important because as we're recording behavior information, assessment information, attendance information, it's really important that schools understand what's happening inside of that environment, what's happening in those different year groups. Is there an issue with attendance in year one? Is it a particular cohort of children that we should be thinking about? What's happening with our children that are more vulnerable, children that are pupil premium, children that aren't, don't have English as a first language. So what we provide is a really rich suite of reporting, and it allows you to interact with the reports. It allows you to sort, filter, drill down, see visualizations, and really give you that data-driven insights that helps you make improvements within that school and support the children. So that's really exciting. And the other big area we've made, which is around school groups with an initial focus on multi-academy trusts, is to give the trust the information that it needs to drive improvement of the schools that are part of the trust. So again, you need that visibility. We talked about at the school level needing to understand things like attendance, conduct, behavior. Well, actually, at the central level, you need to understand that as well. You need to be able to understand that across all of your schools. So we aggregate all of the SIMS data from all of the schools into a single place. So there's a single source of truth for maths. That allows them again to drill down. It allows them to compare schools. We even allow comparison of schools within clusters because very often maths will cluster schools. It's not fair, for example, to compare a school in an affluent area to a school in a deprived area. But also we even allow them to drill down and go direct into that school's SIMS instance. So it gives them that kind of high level view with the ability to drill down and see the information they need. But actually for reporting to be accurate, it means the data that's in the different SIMS instances across the schools needs to be dependable and comparable. So you need the same information across those different SIMS instances to do that. So we allow MATs to centralize their kind of policy, their settings, their lookups, and push that down into the MATs. So when we're comparing, for example, behavior, we're using the same terminology across all of our schools, and we can understand that information to drive that school improvement. So I think there's lots happening within SIMS, but I think those two are really exciting areas of development and really help schools, also maths.
How do you think SIMS is evolving to support schools with simplifying day-to-day operations?
I've been involved in the kind of latest version of SIMS now for roughly 4.5 years. And what we've done from the outset for the entire time that we've been working on SIMS, we spent hundreds and hundreds of hours speaking to schools, the different types of users within schools, and understanding what it is that we can do better to support them. What's that resulted in is improvements across the entire application. That could be helping exams officers by being able to clone a seating plan rather than have to recreate it each and every single time. It could be helping that process of statutory returns, whereby you're understanding what validation areas you've got, you're correcting those areas before submitting it. It could be around managing your behavior policy in SIMS, so only the necessary information is captured dependent on severity of the behavior incident. It could be around groups management. That every single process we've kind of taken a step and back, talked to schools, and we've reworked it. So we think the kind of operational efficiency for using the new SIMS is really significant for schools when you add it up across all of those areas.
Yeah, that sounds really good. And I think one of the key things for schools at the moment is about that time saving. And I think this is something that's going to really, appeal to schools and help them to save time. How does SIMS fit into the wider parent pay group ecosystem?
I think that time saving is a key point, and it's together that our products can really help schools thrive. I'm biased because I'm the head of product for SIMS, but I do think that SIMS with the NIS data really sits at the heart of all of that, and that data is shared across all of our products. So if we take the simple example of a new child has recently joined a school, inside of SIMS, I may be recording the contact details of the parent or guardian. I may be recording key information around medical data, around dietary preferences, All of that information then flows up to our other products, things like Parent Pay, things like SciPad. So it means if we're recording meal preferences or creating clubs and trips, all of that information that we need to know is all in one place and it's all instantaneously available. But also, what we've got is really tight, deep integration. And I think School Comms is a really good example of that. School Comms is our kind of parental engagement platform, including a parent facing application, but also messaging. All of that messaging is tightly integrated within SIMS. So without leaving SIMS, if we talked before about your child's been at school and they've done really well and they've got some behavior points, that's automatically available in the app. We can send a message out to the parent notifying them. We're doing all of that. We're not leaving SIMS. And we've got a common DNA across our products. The user experience is the same. It's a single login across them. So as a user, if I can use SIMS, I can use School Comms because it's the same user experience. And it's that kind of interoperability across our application suite drives real value for schools and also for cost savings as well.
Yeah, and I think that single sign-on is going to really be helpful for many, many schools out there, as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of myths out there about Sims. I'm going to throw a few statements your way, and all I need you to do is tell me if they are true or false. And feel free to add a bit of context where it helps. So, the first one, Sims isn't cloud based.
Yeah, I mean, that's demonstrably false, and it's demonstrably false for a long period of time. But with our new SIMs, what we do have is a cloud native, web browser based, mobile responsive web application. So that is as cloud as you can possibly get, no matter how you wish to define it.
Fab, thank you. So the next one is teachers can manage things like attendance, seating plans, and key pupil information all in one.
Yeah, absolutely true. So we started out by developing seating plans with kind of reusable room layouts and the ability to quickly create that plan and assign children and focus on those children with the information that helps you decide where they should be sat in that class. Again, thinking about the special educational needs. If they're not good at speaking English, it may be that you want those children smattered across the class so that they learn English better. And then we built Class View on top of that. And that's really the central hub for teachers. They can record attendance, they can record behavior, they can capture any medical incidents. If they are recording assessments or tests, all of that information can be done in one place. It also gives the teachers the information that helps them support the children in class. Again, we've talked about things like, are there any special educational needs? Should they be at the front of the class because they've got a sight impairment? All of that kind of so what that supports teachers is in one place with ClassView. And that's been really popular with schools because it gives the teachers everything they need to know.
Brilliant. That's great to hear. The next one is Sims doesn't integrate with other systems.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely false. We integrate with hundreds and hundreds of applications, and we always have, both via direct integration and also integrated with aggregators. It means that other software can read out the data it needs, but also, where appropriate, write back that data directly into SIMS. So I would say it's actually one of our strengths of our product and our product suite is that rich ecosystem of edtech software that works seamlessly alongside of us.
So the next one is teachers can rely on Sims Next Gen for their day to day task.
Absolutely. As we talked about, that kind of class view component really is supporting the teachers on typically everything they're doing on a day-to-day basis, all in one place with a single, very simple to use, intuitive hub with ClassView.
And the last one is Sims is outdated compared to newer MIS platforms.
With the new SIMS, it is the newest platform, built on the latest technologies. As I said, it's mobile responsive, cloud native application. So I think we can safely say that one is completely false.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that. That's really useful to hear. And yeah, thank you for bringing that to life for us. So thank you so much for joining us today, Alex. And it's been really great to get your insights. If you guys want to find out more, please do check out the link below and make sure to tune in for our next product expert deep dive.
Brilliant. Thank you, Kira.